Hello everybody, I'm Chris Provost and we have breaking news, breaking Disney news. Now before we even get to that breaking Disney news, let me just say this. Could you go ahead and do me a little teeny tiny favor? Could you hit that like button on this video? And if you want more breaking news, hit that subscribe button. You know, if you hit the subscribe button, you'll be notified. My wife and I are going to be doing a huge giveaway. We're giving away these 40th anniversary pins from Tokyo Disney. And the only way that you can win is if you subscribe and hit the bell notification, because we're going to go live and start giving those away. So make sure you have the little bell notification and subscribe so you have a chance to win. All right, let's get right into these breaking news. Now, I need to be very clear before we get started. This is 100% for Magic Kingdom and Florida. Florida and all the parks in Florida. This does not pertain to California. Though I'm expecting some changes to be happening for California shortly. But right now, everything I'm talking about is for Florida. There's 5 changes that they just announced. Ready? So let's get into it. Number 1. No more reservations are required for No more reservations are required for date-based tickets. Now, what is a date-based ticket? That's like you call somebody, you buy your ticket, you're like, hey, I'm going to be going October 7th through October 10th. If you buy those tickets and you put a date, you will no longer be required to get a reservation. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! This is huge. A big deal, because this was kind of a pain point for a lot of families. A lot of families would travel all the way in, have bought their tickets, but have forgotten to make their reservations, so they couldn't get in the park. It was causing a huge point of contention. And Disney stated that they are trying to have a better guest experience for their guests when they attend the parks. And these 5 things are because of those bad experiences that people happen. They said they listened to us and that they are remedying and rectifying these problems. So the first thing is no more reservations are required for date-based tickets. That is huge. We're getting back to the way things were. That's so good. All right, now the second thing that they talked about are what are called good to go days. Now I know some of you were thinking, well, that's great about the date-based tickets, but what about the annual passport holders, or what about cast members? Can we go back to the park? Yes, but there are some caveats, and Disney wasn't really forthright. They didn't give us a whole bunch of information, but this is what they said. They said that there will be some good-to-go dates where you will not need a reservation, and it'll be on the Disney calendar, on the app. You'll see those dates there. And if it's a good-to-go day, they call it good-to-go day, cast members can go, and annual passport holders, they can go to the park with 0 reservations. But they didn't say, the weird part is they didn't say when those good-to-go dates are going to be, and they said that it's going to be based on park capacity and what's going on and holidays and blah, blah, blah. But there will be on the Disney app for the Magic Kingdoms parks, there will be good-to-go days. On a good-to-go day, you will not be required, if you are an annual passport holder or a cast member, to have a reservation anymore. You are just good to go. Ha, ha, ha. See what they did there? Good to go, and you're good to go. All right. Let's talk about the number 3 thing that they talked about. And this one I thought was a little bit interesting. They are bringing back the Disney dining plan. The Disney Dining Plan. For those of you who don't know, the Disney Dining Plan is going to be brought back for people who stay at a Disneyland hotel starting on January 9th, 2024. This is the Disney Dining Plan. It'll be coming back. Looks like January 9th of 2024. You'll be able to purchase this dining plan. It allows you to kind of... If you're familiar with the dining plans, that people are very excited about it. If you don't really care about dining plan, not a big deal, but this allows people to purchase the dining plan. There are some caveats, though. You have to be staying at a Disneyland Resort hotel in order to purchase the dining plan, and it won't be available until January 9th of 2024. So about 7 months away, you'll be able to start purchasing the Disney dining plan.
Disney World Hotel. You said Disneyland.
Did I say Disneyland? Okay, I mean Disney World. Sorry, I got Disneyland on my mind, but I mean Disney World dining plan. Okay. All right, so the number 4 thing that we're going to be talking about, and I thought this was very interesting that the Disney made a huge announcement about this, because I kind of felt like this is something going on, and maybe they're changing it. I'm not exactly sure. It's called more park time for Disneyland hotel property guests. So
Disney World hotel property.
Did I say Disneyland? Oh my gosh. More park time for Disney World Park guests. If you're staying at a hotel, a Disney Resort hotel, they're going to allow you to have early entry. And if you're staying at a deluxe hotel, they're going to have the extra hours at the end of the night. Now, they already kind of have that going on right now, so I'm not exactly sure why this is such a big announcement, but it looks like it's going to be going on all the time for any of those resorts, those Disney World resorts you're staying in. You will get that extra early entry. I think it's right now it's 30 minutes. We'll see if they change that. And if you're staying at a deluxe resort, then they give you 2 hours after the park closes on certain nights that they'll let you go to the park. And it sounded to me from the announcement, it looks like they're going to be doing this all the time, but that is unconfirmed right now. Right now, they only do the extra hours like 2 or 3 times a week, and the early morning is pretty much all the time. So this is, we're going to see what they're going to do, but they're making it, Disney made a big, huge fanfare about, hey, more park time for guests, and everybody's excited. So, So I like that. That's kind of cool. Now, before we even get to the last one, because the last one I think is probably the second most important. The most important one is the reservation thing. I think that's awesome, particularly for families going on vacations. I'm very thrilled for that. I would like to hear what you guys think about these changes down in the comments down below. I want to hear if you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, or it's about time, or is this ever going to happen at Disneyland? And I would like to hear your thoughts. So put your thoughts down below so I can read those thoughts. I feel like I get kind of educated and I learn more about Disney sometimes from you, our viewers here at Provost Park Pass. Seriously, put down the comments down below. All right, this last one, number 5, is the biggest, I think one of the biggest pain points that Disney's had, and they finally have listened to us and they're finally acting about it. It's Genie Plus. And keep in mind, again, you guys, this is only for Florida, just Florida, nowhere else, just Florida. I don't want people to get all excited. Right now, the way that it works is it's kind of a pain. You can only use the Genie Plus or purchase the Genie Plus the day of, right? The day of. So a lot of people, what they would do on their vacations is that they wake up at like midnight and then they would like quickly like try to purchase Genie Plus. Then they would set their alarm again to go off at 7 in the morning because then you could purchase the individual lightning lanes the day of before they sell out. Disney has announced that they're going to roll out a way for guests who are coming that they'll be able to purchase Genie Plus and the individual lightning lanes, you know, that when you want to just purchase just that one particular ride before you get into the park. So when you're buying your vacation package, you'll be able to purchase the Genie Plus and also the individual lightning lanes before you even get to the park. This is huge. This makes a mountain of difference. And thank you, Disney, for listening. People were upset, and I thought it was really funny because in the press release when Disney announced this, they said, we are going to allow you to purchase Genie Plus and individual lightnings before your vacation begins. That way, you can spend more time with your family, which I thought was a really funny way because that's what people were, I thought it was a funny way to say something because people were complaining that they're always on their phone. They're like, I'm on my phone. I'm trying to get a reservation. I'm trying to buy an individual lightning. I can't. Now they're just trying to say, hey, we're going to remove that stress. You do not have to worry about it. So this is exciting. Now, these changes will be starting to happen on January 9th, 2024. January 9th, 2024. So reservations are still going to be going for the rest of the 2023, but starting January 9th, 2024, you won't need reservations for date-based tickets. Now, there are some specials going on right now if you want to buy tickets. I'm going to tell you right now to save some money. You can go ahead, call this number, 1-855-GETAWAY. Tell them Provost Park Pass sent you, and you get some free days. I think you buy 5 days of time at Walt Disney World. They're going to give you 2 days free. And you can use those all the way up until the end of 2024. Ha, ha, ha. And, by the way, I mean, should we even be talking about this on Disney Breaking Up News? News update, you can actually call that same number, 1-855-GETAWAY. If you want to book a Universal Studios, you can buy 3 days and they're going to give you 2 days free. What? Oh my gosh. But you have to tell them Provost Park Pass sent you so you get these amazing benefits. I want to hear what you guys think. Put it down in the comments down below. Breaking news here. This just happened. This was just released about 16 minutes ago. I hope you guys are excited about this. I'm thrilled for families who are planning vacations going to Florida. Let's see if this is going to happen here in Disneyland soon. Hopefully it does. We'll see. I want to hear what you guys' thoughts are. You guys are fantastic and amazing, and you make the world a brighter place. Did you know that? I am talking to you. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.